Hello, Virgo. Welcome to your weekly reading. This is going to be for the week of the 30th, going to the 5th of February. So I'm just going to make my screen. All right, I fixed it. Okay. Let's see what's going on for you, Virgo. I hope you guys are well. You know, the other video I posted like 2 weeks ago got like 40,000 views. Like I'm shook. I'm shook. All right. Anyway, let's see for Virgo this week. See what's going on for you guys. Seeing a little birdie, like a very small one. I don't know if it has some significance for you. Birds can represent communication, so maybe you're getting some small communication here. All right, let's see. For Virgo. I'm seeing like a horse galloping, and you know that kind of song where it's like, like I kind of feel like something speeding up here. All right, let me carry on pulling the cards out for you, but something is, I like where this is going. Huge changes that have been happening for you, and I think these are beneficial to you. You're being removed from toxic environments. So if anything is crumbling from you, do not stop it. If anyone's walking away, do not stop it. This is happening for a reason, okay? It's not a coincidence that these things are happening all at once. They're saying that was very important to get out. If you feel like you're under a lot of pressure, they're saying, could be quite nervous about something here, but everything's okay. Everything is okay. Like you're being put where you need to be put. All right, and I will show you in just a second why I can see that. All right, current energy for the week. I don't know. I'm just seeing a spider like all of a sudden. Spiders are good signs of like making your dreams, you know, weaving a web of your dreams and stuff like this. So anyway. All right, current energy, please, for Virgo. You guys could find that your third eye is opening up. For Virgo, please. I'm going to be very honest with you. There are some big major shifts that are going on for you, like you've been probably going through for the last weeks or months, and you're going to continue to go through in the next few weeks and months. I'm going to be honest, this feels like a big phase in your life that things are really shifting, and I'm kind of seeing this as like huge changes so that you're ready for the next chapter. So like you're in this in-between stage where everything's shifting, changing for this next chapter, and it's going to be very good for you, by the way, and I will dive into that very deeply in a second. This week you're dealing with the mundane. We have very small cards in the deck basically, and the rest of the cards have been having very clear messages, but for you it kind of feels like you're feeling a little bit jaded, a little bit bored with your routine, so I do recommend you change it up a little bit. Four of Cups can sometimes be feeling like, I don't like where I'm currently sitting, but I have no energy to move, you know, that kind of thing. You're feeling a little bit stuck where you are, even though you have freedom to roam and do things, but it's like emotionally and maybe on a brain level, you know, I feel like you feel very drained, but that's because a lot has been shifting and changing. I'm seeing you as a rabbit, and that's really interesting because it is the year of the rabbit. I don't know why it's the rabbit. Like, anyway, so what you're currently going through is you're currently trying to do a lot of things at once, or maybe you're having to do a lot of things at once. Again, this is not a coincidence. I actually feel like this is some spirit is kind of wanting you to plant seeds. So this is what it is. Not only is this phase of your life about changes, about, you know, you're shifting from one thing to another, you're planting a lot of seeds in this time, and maybe you don't realize this, because you're showing up also as the Knight of Pentacles. So you're currently moving, you're currently planting those seeds. They will pay off. They will be very fruitful for you in the future. But this is a time where you're planning, you're planting, you're nurturing these things. You're having to pay a lot of attention to them. It can get quite boring for you. So again, feel free to do something that reaches your emotional needs, because that's really important. It's your emotional needs that need to be met in something, okay? Because they don't feel like they're being met, or it doesn't feel like, you know, enough. But the Two of Pentacles is you're actually planting something very fruitful for you. It's just taking a while to kind of show fruit, maybe. So you feel bored. Maybe you're feeling like, do I just give up? All right, you're exhausted. All right, do I give up with the Ten of Swords, or do I wait with the Three of Wands and keep pushing? Seven of Wands. Well, the answer seems to be maybe changing something in your routine, or doing something that will be better for you emotionally, but it feels like they still want you to keep planting seeds, to keep doing something, keep juggling something. They know it's difficult, requires a lot of skill, whatever it is that you're doing. But it's like, don't stop doing that. Like I got a message for you very similarly, like a few weeks ago, of like, now is not the right time to change something, because everything else is changing maybe. Anyway, so in your oracle deck, what you have here, Virgo, is regeneration. So 4 and a 6 is a 10. It's very clear that this is about destruction and regenerating. So a new life for you, Virgo, absolutely. But this is just showing you that an environment is becoming toxic, is contaminating you, or is almost going to be contaminating you. So spirit kind of comes in and takes you away from something, or takes something away from, no, it takes you away from something, so that you can be planted in a much better environment. So you might find that it's your environment that's been changing, or home situation, or again, your environment in a workplace is something that clearly is starting to make an impact on you. Like an ending is happening. You're very protected, Virgo. Like this tree is wrapped with blue ribbon, and that is protection. Especially because you're starting to blossom, what you might find is that these energies try to come back, but you're being taken away from it, because you're starting to show fruit, as you can see. By the way, if anyone tries to sabotage anything of yours, Virgo, like, it's safe. It will always be safe. Like with this regeneration, even if things change, like, it's the tree that will always remain the same. It's just the environment that changes, the people that you're around. You know, something is starting to show fruit. You can see the leaves are starting to come back on the tree. And that is your imagery and your, you know, metaphor, I guess, for the week. Is really like you're planting seeds. So when this change is happening, you're definitely going to be finding some more time to rest and heal. But it's more about finding love for self, finding compassion in the situation that you've been through. Because as you can see, there's a lot of like anger I can feel. You are not engaging in it though, but I feel like there's a lot of anger or aggression around you before. That was a toxic thing. So maybe you felt like that energy kind of lingered in you, but you know, you're finding the soft spot of yours again. You're finding this love, finding compassion. You're learning to attract in opportunities and be in a very attractive energy. So if you're manifesting, then this is a beautiful energy to be in, because it's when you're doing what you love and finding love in your situation, overflowing love, that's when things start to come towards you. Something took from you. Yeah. As you can see, regeneration is like, you're a very sensitive being, Virgo. Like whether you're a hardcore person or not, I mean more in a sense of you are very likely to be an empath when this card comes in. So when your environment is really like chaotic and toxic, it really impacts you, whether it makes you lose hope, you become depressed, you know, that those things, you become very anxious or overstimulated, or again, you could end up kind of gaining that aggression or like having that anger internally, if that's what's around you. And as you can see, maybe something was trying to take from you. Maybe it was taking from you, because it's almost like something that should have been very, you know, rewarding. Well, let's say the soil that this tree was around is supposed to help it grow. It's supposed to help it evolve, supposed to support the tree. But someone may have contaminated something, or some toxic people may have tried to take all that nutrients from the soil. If you get what I'm trying to say here, it's like taking the things that should have been good for you, they took it. Or again, they were sabotaging something, or whether it's intentional or not, and that was clearly what they had in mind, or whether it was just their energy is no good for you. So you're kind of being taken away from that. I think you already have been taken away from that. This feels like the aftermath of rebuilding yourself, Virgo, or like replanting seeds. But this is purely for you. Let me clarify the Four of Cups. This is a very big card that needs, yeah. So the Wall card. I think you need something new and exciting in your life. Again, I think it's good to stick to a routine, but I would suggest that maybe you need to meet new people or do something new that fits your emotional needs. All right. So you have this. This could also be you. Like, I feel like some of you could be upgrading yourself, because the Wall card is kind of like a glow up as well. And for this to be with the yin energy, again, this is emotional fulfillment. Is doing things that make you feel like you're growing and glowing. Virgo, you definitely, I'm getting a sense here that a lot of you guys really like you're going to be thriving. Like this wild card is like you're going to be reaching new heights, but I can kind of see that you're changing within yourself. So if you're feeling quite bored, then do something different. Do something, push yourself out. Because I feel like this, not in a way that you're going to be tired, because it's yin energy. You're going to be doing something that you love, something that makes you feel good, something that makes you feel incredible afterwards. You're going to feel very proud of yourself. Just be aware of superficial things. I feel like you might be doing a lot of different things. I think you are like, I'm hearing glamorizing. You're becoming glamorous inside and out. For some reason, that word is significant. But you do have all that glitters. So what matters most is who you are deep down. Not the mask that you show everyone. Not how you look on the external. Not all that glitters is gold. However, sometimes it is. So I think you're going to be shining. Some of you could be in a spotlight here. All right. Or working towards it. This could be the new heights. Some of you are going to have some very fast growth once you realize that something is not emotionally fulfilling for you or is not enough for you, and you're going to do something different about it. I feel like you're manifesting in some sort of love for yourself. That could be a person, but it could be a way of living. Like it could just be a way of living. Could be better, better health, focusing on more like nutrients and exercise. Or it could be something as basic as that, or it could be having a better routine. It could be superficial, but it could also be about learning new things and, broadening your horizons when it comes down to things that you are knowledgeable in. Like you could be studying something, you're challenging yourself in the best way. So you're building blocks. So yeah, you're leveling up and then leveling up and then leveling up again. Like I'm seeing unlimited progress coming from you. Like the only person who can say stop is you. Like I'm seeing you in your power, Virgo. I'm seeing you calling the shots. I'm seeing you making very big decisions. For some of you, you can be a boss, or you definitely are going to be acting more like a boss regardless of your position. Your throat chakra could be blocked. And this is something you could be starting to do. Some of you could definitely be starting to speak out loud to people. All right. I'd clear the throat chakra first. All right. Definitely look up how you can do that. But it's about standing in your truth. And I think this is what you're starting to do. And as I'm saying that, Knight of Swords, the more that you stand in your truth, the more that you're gaining. But again, be very careful. You are gaining quick progress when you decide something. I'm going to clarify what that may be. But don't just make quick decisions without knowing all the facts. That's what the Knight of Swords is about, okay? And again, we have this horse energy. Like, it's like, I'm feeling this, like, momentum speeding up. But again, make sure you're making good decisions. Don't do anything when you don't have the whole facts, all right? Make sure you ask questions. This is that throat chakra. Clear your damn throat, Virgo. I don't know why I felt the need to say that so aggressively, but this clear your throat. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Take up space. That's your base chakra too. Maybe there's a fear here to do with taking up space and to do with stepping up into your power. But you've always been like this. You've always been independent. You've always been in charge of your own life. You've been calling the shots. But now you're doing it differently. All right, blockages for the week. 3 of Wands. You could be having to wait for something, okay? And that could be a bit of a blockage. All right, you feel like you've done the work for it. So what are we waiting for? It could be some news you're waiting. It could be some sort of commitment, contract. Could be a relationship. All right, could be waiting for something to happen here. Taurus energy is about Possessions, could be your home, could be your finances here. Especially with the Two of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles, you're like, when is my finances going to be in order? Like, when am I going to be in this position? But the Hierophant is also about guidance and obedience. So it's about sticking to a structure, which is why they're saying here, stay consistent, keep to the mundane. It's boring, yes, but this is why you need to do something else emotionally fulfilling. Because all of this is going to really kind of combine and blow up in an incredible way. All right, anything else for Virgo? Nine of Wands. You've definitely been through something. This is being on the defense. Eight of Cups. Queen of Wands. I feel like for a lot of you, there might be a bit of insecurity that might be kind of causing you to feel like giving up on something. Now, usually Eight of Cups is like walking away from something, but I kind of feel like you might need to walk away to gain a new perspective. Because something feels unfulfilling, as we've said. Could be a relationship, could be a wife situation, but it seems to be coming from maybe some insecurities. Nine of Wands is like a defensive energy because you've been through some difficult stuff. It's wounded warrior vibes. But it's Queen of Wands. It's to do with your confidence, to do with your beauty inside and out. All right. Now we have your energy, Virgo, saying that if you need some time to reflect, and take some time to reflect. The nighttime is always the best. Under the moon, maybe. Whenever the next moon is. It could be very helpful. This can restore some hope in you. This feels personal. And it could be impacting other areas of your life. It kind of feels like having to consistently fight off fears. You're going to gain a balance to this Libran energy. It's about believing in yourself a little bit. The Queen of Wands, again, you're an attractive person, attractive energy. But it's just maybe you're scared that other people don't see that. Why? Because probably somebody else didn't see that. And now you're worried that that will happen again. But Hermit energy, I think some isolation and some time alone might actually help you with this. You're the King of Cups here. You have someone who wants to work with you, build something with you, long term. The reason why I say long term is because you're the Ten of Pentacles here. Okay, someone's serious about you. If they're not in your life now, they could definitely be coming into your life. But it's a Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer energy of the Five of Wands. You could be in conflict with somebody here, Virgo. Ace of Pentacles, about a new beginning, about, something stable. Something to do with money, maybe. All right, I really feel like you should really stand in your power. Say what you mean what you say, as they say. Don't engage in petty arguments because this is causing instability, all right? Okay, Regeneration. Yeah, you're really cutting that past out. All right, Six of Cups here. Could have been someone you've got a lot of memories with, someone you have a past with here. Regeneration could be completely removing yourself from any ties to do with an ex or anything to do with past situations that were very painful for you. Could be, family, friends. Four of Wands. I think you're reaching a goal here. There's something to celebrate about this regeneration. You're the Two of Cups. And your energy, Virgo, Queen of Pentacles, and the Ten of Cups, and the Strength. This regeneration is bringing in a lot of incredible things. I think some of you might end up getting you might meet up with some old friends, clearly not the ones that you've had to be removed from. With some nostalgic energy coming through, but a lot of rewards coming in because of this change of scene. Yeah, yin energies, then clarified by the Eight of Wands. Of course, it's about communication. But I think when you're in your loving energy, it's going to be easier for things to move forward very quickly. Movement in your life. Okay? So this is why currently it may feel a little bit stuck, maybe again bored with things you're having to work towards. And how long is this going to take? Why is this always so long? Staying consistent. Again, adding some emotional satisfaction into your routines can be very, very rewarding. All that glitters is being clarified by justice. You're unmasking things. You're seeing the truth of situations, all right? And we have the King of Pentacles. Could be about a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This could be about your financial situation, all right? So again, it's probably saying here as well that you're going to really be seeing a lot of results in your finances. Contracts may be solved. Again, be aware of contracts at this time. Don't rush into anything. Make sure you get the full truth. And lastly, building blocks. Building blocks is clarified by Five of Cups. We can't control what's happened. Don't be afraid. And don't be ashamed of maybe making the wrong decisions in the past. Virgo, don't hold on to this. It's something that Spirit's asking you to let go of. Building blocks is saying that you have full control over what you let into your life and what you remove from your life. You're in control of this legacy. Don't allow uncontrollable people or toxic people to get in the way of this understanding that you are in control of your life. Okay? We can grieve something. It feels like there has been a bit of a loss and a lot of heartache in your life. Pain, betrayal, sadness, grief, tears. But there is still something positive, and that is your ability and desire to always push forward, to learn from things, to analyze things, and to move forward. The Page of Pentacles is like an apprentice, which is someone who works whilst they gain. All right, maybe small for now, but trust me, if it's small now, trust me, it's going to be very big in the future. But a lot of self-reflection, a lot of need to look inwards a little bit more, especially with some confidence issues. Because you know who you are, Virgo. What the hell? You guys are incredible. All right, we have beware of greed again. Be careful of jumping into anything. Oh, bit my tongue just there. Anything superficial. All right, we have an exciting event, news of a birth or a new business opportunity. So that's going to be happening for you. You could be seeing a lot of, growth in your business or in your workplace. All right, there's some exciting news about things progressing. Could be a birth for some of you because you also have a nest, which fits very well with the stork. And it says an emotionally secure, loving family is important to you. So maybe you're really looking at your values. Eggs don't always have to be about children. But if you have children, you're focusing more on them. If you're finding out you're having children, then again, you're going to be focusing a lot more on that. But this can also be a new job and career. We have pay attention to your finances as well, okay? Which we all said, being careful is very difficult with your finances. But if you're wanting it to grow, then we have to pay attention to it. It's mundane, it's boring, but make sure you're doing something that fulfills your emotional needs, of course, all right? Let's get you an animal spirit card 2 for Virgo. Trust in the magic. Number 66. A very interesting bird indeed. A white raven, very rare. Trust in the magic, okay? Of the universe. That means things may be very unclear. But I feel like deep down, Virgo, you know that things are going towards the better, but sometimes it can be very difficult. What's interesting is we have a rebirth is assured. So yeah, 5's necessary changes. Things are going to continuously change for you, but it's because you're evolving, you're growing, next level, as I said. Think on your feet. You have the ability to do so. Be aware, just because in the other deck, the bat is also about enemies. And the fox can sometimes be about tricky people, trickster energy. And we did have that as your past. So making sure that we are removing ourselves from anyone who could be considered an enemy. Really important. People who are cunning, strategic. Remove yourself from them. All right. But this is saying you are removing yourself from it. This rebirth is assured, and think on your feet. You have the ability to do so, Virgo. It's just your lack of confidence that really needs to be focused on. To be, fixed. Not fixed because you're not broken, but improved. All right. I love you guys. I wish you all the best, Virgo. Thank you so much for being here with me. I'm sending you all my love. Make sure you like and subscribe if you haven't already. And if you enjoy the channel, it'd be amazing if you could do so. If not, I hope to see you another time. Personal readings are linked down below if you wish. And I'll see some of you there. And if not, I'll see you guys next time. Okay.